Good morning, dear student. Once again, welcome back in a science class. So, as you know that in a previous class we are discussed about the nucleus and endoplasmic reticulums and Golgi apparatus. Now, next we are going to discuss or study about the another cell organelles that is called suicide bag. That is what lysosomes. So, this lysosomes is generally known as what suicide bag. So commonly it is known as a suicide bag. So lysosomes, this lysosomes is generally known as what a suicide bag, and it is serve as a, or it is a function, or it provide a role of a disposal system. So lysosomes they form the waste disposal system of the cell. Means whatever the waste material formed in the cell, or you can say that a worn out cell or the damaged cell, that will be disposed from the cell or by the lysosomes. So it is serve as a, it is play a role as what the disposal system of a cell. Means whatever the dead cell or the damaged cell, that will be disposed or removed from the cell by this cell organelles that is known as what lysosomes. Second things, they are spherical sac-like structures found in the cytoplasm. The structures is a spherical sac-like structures or bag-like spherical bag-like structures which is found in where? Which is found in the cytoplasm or fluid liquid matrix. Third, each lysosomes in the small vesicle surrounded by a single membrane. Means this cell organelles is a single membrane organelle which is surrounded by the only single membrane. Some organelles are the double membrane organelles that we discuss further. So this lysosomes is a small vesicle surrounded by a single membrane cell organelles. It contains the digestive enzymes. That's why digestive bags and is capable of breaking down all organic materials. Means highly powerful or powerful digestive enzymes are found in this lysosomes. So it can digest all the type of the organic material, because due to presence of powerful digestive enzymes, it are capable to digest all kinds of organic material. Next one, these are the synthesized by the rough endoplasmic reticulums. Means as we discussed in the endoplasmic reticulums, so there we study that this endoplasmic reticulums are help in the formation or synthesis or manufacture of water lysosomes. So these lysosomes are formed or synthesized by the RER or rough endoplasmic reticulum. They are also called the suicide bags. Generally this question will be asked in exam. Many times this question asked why the lysosomes is known as a suicide bag. So why it is called suicide bag? Because the cell gets damaged, the lysosomes burst. So due to some metabolic disturbance or some disturbance inside the cell, so then what happened? The lysosomes burst and enzymes are present inside digest their own cells. So due to some disturbance, okay, some metabolic disturbance or some chemical disturbance taken place in the cell, so that lysosomes bags burst out and highly powerful digestive enzymes present inside that bag start to digest or engulf its own cell. That's why it is called what? That's why it is called a suicide bag. Means it start to engulf or to start eating its own cell ना. जब डिस्टर्बेंस के कारण ना ब्रस्ट होने के कारण जब ये लाइसोसोम्स ब्रस्ट हो जाता है तो पावरफुल डाइजेस्टिव एंजाइम्स होते हैं, दे स्टार्ट टू ईटिंग दिस ओन सेल. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड अ सुसाइड बैग. सो टेक because this is very important. This questions may be asked why it is called, okay, why it is called a suicide bag. So answer is that lysosomes are known as suicide bag of the cells because if the cells get damaged or lysosomes burst and enzymes present in a side, it digest their own cell or start engulf or eating its own cell, That is why it is called what a suicide bag. Now next, what are the function, means what are the roles served by this lysosomes. So first, it serves as a disposal systems of a cell, means it helps in the engulfing or eating or disposal of a damaged or dead cell in a body. It acts as a first one, it is acts as a waste disposal systems. Second one, it acts as a suicide bag in the case of a cell damage. So due to some damage in cell, it play a role as a suicide bag. And third one, it serves as a intracellular digestive system, means inside the cell. Intracellular means inside the cell. So inside the cell, it serves as a, it play a role, crucial role as a water digestive system, means it helps in the water dead and damaged or dead part of a cell or cell organelles, means whatever the cell organelles dead or damaged inside the cell. So inside the cell, these lysosomes play an important role in water digesting that dead and damaged cell. So it serves as a water intracellular digestive सिस्टम. इंट्रासेलुलर में इनसाइड द सेल, सेल के अंदर जो है एक तरह से ये क्या करता है, एक डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम का रोल प्ले करता है. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट वाटर lysosomes. Okay, so note down everybody, this all are the informations regarding lysosomes, and these are the functions of a lysosome. So everybody you note down this one, and next then we are discuss about the another cell organelle, that is a mitochondria. So mitochondria is a what, double membranous cell organelle. So first you note down this one, then we discuss about the mitochondria. Note down everybody. So now next is what, next the cell organelle is mitochondria, and this mitochondria is commonly or generally known as what, a powerhouse of the cell. As you know that the powerhouse of the city means from this place from where all whole city get the electricity or the power. So this is also known as, this mitochondria is also known as the powerhouse of the cell, means the cell gets its power or energy for all the cellular activities by the mitochondria. So that is the reason why it is that is the reason because of that it is known as what, the powerhouse of the cell. So generally question may be asked, which cell organelle is known as what, the powerhouse of the cell. So answer is very simple directly, that is a mitochondria. Mitochondria is known as what, a powerhouse of the cell, and reason is that why, because it release or generate or provides the energy in the form of ATP. Okay, ATP is known as what, energy packets, or you can say the energy currency of a cell. So now see, first one, it is called the powerhouse of the cell. The reason is that I already told you that it released or generated electricity in the form of it's a power or energy in the form of what, ATP. That's why it is called generally or commonly powerhouse of the cell. Second, the energy which is needed for the carrying out the various chemical process by the cell is released by the mitochondria in the form of ATP. So this is the reason why it is called the powerhouse. So answer is in this second point, because the energy which is needed for carrying all the various type of metabolic reactions or the cellular activities or chemical process in the cell, so that is released by the mitochondria in the form of ATP, and ATP is generally known as energy packets or energy currency of a cell. This ATP, the full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, this is the full form of ATP. ATP means water, adenosine triphosphate, and generally it is known as water, energy currency of a cell or energy package. So it releases energy in the form of ATP. That's why it is called water, powerhouse of the cell. Third, it has the two membrane covering, or you can say that this cell organelles. Before this, we discussed the lysosome. So lysosomes is a single membrane organelles, but this mitochondria is what a double membranous cell organelles, means it is surrounded by the double membrane. So first one, this outer membrane, the first layer is known as what outer membrane, and second one is inner membrane, and this inner membrane is deeply folded. Why it is deeply folded? Because this deeply folded provide the more surface area for the generating water ATP or energy. That's why it's in a form of a folded. Okay, deeply folded. जितना ज़्यादा fold होगा उतना ही ज़्यादा surface area ये provide कराएगा. So this provide a large area for generating water energy in the form of ATP. So this cell organelles is different from the other cell organelles in the way it is a double membrane cell organelles, means it is surrounded by the double membrane. It have the two membrane or two layer, outer membrane and inner membrane. Now next one, the outer covering is deeply folded, which creates a large surface area for water generating the ATP or releasing energy. Fifth one, ATP. This ATP means energy released in the form of ATP. So on hydrolyzing, means on hydrolysis of ATP, it gets converted into the ADP. ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and ADP, adenosine diphosphate. Okay, it is a triphosphate and it is a diphosphate. So this ATP is converted or hydrolysis when it reacts with the water, then it converted into ADP, or that is called the adenosine diphosphate. Sixth one, it has its own, and another way by which it is different or strange from other cell organelles, because it have its own DNA and ribosomes. Means इससे ऊपर जो भी cell organelles हमने पढ़े थे, they do not have its own DNA and ribosomes, but this mitochondria have its own DNA and ribosomes, and it is a double membranous cell organelles. So that's why it is different from other cell organelles. Generally, these questions may be asked in exams. Write the two cell organelles which is different or strange from the other cell organelles. So there are the two, one is mitochondria, another one is plastids. So these both mitochondria and plastids have this double membrane cell organelles, and it have its own DNA and ribosome. So this mitochondria is also have its own DNA and ribosome. So due to presence, as you know that this ribosomes is what the site for protein synthesis. So due to presence of this ribosomes, mitochondria are able to produce or synthesize its own water protein. So due to presence of these ribosomes, it is also able to make its own protein. Means this mitochondria can be produced or synthesized or manufacture or prepare its own protein due to presence of ribosomes. And as we discussed earlier, that ribosomes is what? Ribosomes are the site for the protein synthesis. So this mitochondria can be prepared, it's or it is able to prepare or synthesize its own protein, okay, due to presence of ribosomes. So these are the important things about what mitochondria. Very important thing is that this cell organelles is different from other cell organelles because it have the double membrane bond cell organelles, and another one it is have its own DNA and ribosomes. Due to presence of ribosomes, it can able to prepare its own water proteins, and generally this is known as water. This is known as this mitochondria generally is known as the powerhouse of the cell because it generates water energy in the form of ATP. Okay, so this is all about the mitochondria. So please note down everybody. Next we discuss about the another cell organelles that is found only in the plant cell, and that is what plastids. So plastid is also similar to the mitochondria, means in the sense of it also double membrane cell organelles, and it also have its own DNA and ribosomes. So everybody you note down this one, and then we discuss plastids. So next one, the cell organelles is about plastids. This plastids generally, as I told you, that it is found in only plant cell. It is absent in a animal cell. So this is the big difference between the plant cell and a animal cell. This plastids only found in water plant cell, but it is absent in the water animal cell. So plastids, these are present only in the plant cell, Plastids are of the two types. There are the two different types of water plastids. Chromoplast means whatever the color materials, means whatever the plants have colorful parts, that is due to presence of water chromoplast. As we already discussed in the third chapter, when the method of separation, that is chromatography. So chromo means water colored. So whatever the color material found in the plant is just like you see the leaves, fruits and different parts, flowers, sepals and petals. So this is only due to presence of water chromoplast. So if the leaves looks like green in color, so this is due to water the green pigment, and that is called water chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is water one type of a chromoplast, and especially it have a green color, so that's why it is called water chlorophyll. So one is a chromoplast. Chromoplast means color part, and another one is a leucoplast. This leucoplast means white and colorless part. So there are the two different types of plastids. What first one is a chromoplast, means colorful portion, colorful part of the plants, and the second one is a white or colorless part, that is called a leucoplast. Now next, the plastids contains. If a plastids, this plastids or chromoplast contain the chlorophyll is called chloroplast. Means if this plastids colorful part is in a water green color, just you see in a green leaves of the plants, so that is called water chlorophyll. Okay, so this chlorophyll is called water chloroplast. Okay, means especially if the green color is there, so that is called water chloroplast. And chloroplast, as you know, that it is essential for water for performing photosynthesis, by which the green plants can be prepared its own food. So especially that green color pigment is called water chloroplast, or you can say the chlorophyll, which is help in the formation of water food in the form of starch for the plant by the process of photosynthesis. Next, leucoplast. Leucoplasts are the organelles in which the starch, now it is a colorless, which is remains underground. Okay, underground part. So it became water colorless. But when it exposed to the sunlight, it will be transformed into water. It transform in a water chromoplast. And chromoplast, if it is remains in a एब्सेंस ऑफ सनलाइट, है ना, यदि आप ल्यूकोप्लास्ट को सनलाइट के एक्सपोज में रखेंगे तो वो क्रोमोप्लास्ट में ट्रांसफॉर्म हो जाएगा, और क्रोमोप्लास्ट को यदि आप सनलाइट से दूर रखेंगे, यदि अंडरग्राउंड पार्ट के पोर्शन में रखेंगे, सो दैट इट विल बी कन्वर्टेड और टर्न इनटू वाटर, transform into water leucoplast. So leucoplast have the function of a storage. It has stored water. इसका क्या कि underground parts, just like you see the different roots or like so it have the function of stored starch. Just you see the carrot, and carrot is another type of chromoplast, which have orange in color. So due to that is due to presence of another chromoplast, that is called a xanthophyll. Okay, so this leucoplasts are organelles in which the starch, oil and proteins are stored. Means this leucoplast have the function of water storing. ये ना क्या store करता है? It is stored starch, oil and protein. Next one, it consists of the numerous membranous layers embedded in the materials called stroma. Means this double membrane, the materials embedded in this is called what? Stroma. This is also similar to what? Mitochondria in the sense of structures, because it also have the double membrane layer, and it also have its own DNA and ribosomes. Means it have own genetic material DNA. So it is similar to resemblance to the mitochondria in the sense of structures due to presence of a double membrane and DNA and ribosomes. So it is a resemblance with the mitochondria in the structures, and also have its own DNA and ribosomes. But suppose that one question may be asked in exams, which chromoplast is responsible, which type of chromoplast is responsible for the yellow color in the plants. So yellow color, this yellow color is due to what? Xanthophyll. Okay. This xanthophyll is another type of a colorful chromoplast which is responsible for giving the yellow color to the plant part. Just you see in the case of this carrot, ना गाजर का जो color होता है that is due to the xanthophyll. Okay, green color है तो वो chloroplast है, chlorophyll है. इस type का yellow color है, orange color है, so it is a xanthophyll. Okay, so this is all about water, the plastids. Now next we have another cell organelles that is only found in water plant cell, that is called water vacuoles. So vacuole is a bag like a structures which have the central position in the water plant cell, but it is absent in a generally animal cell, or it may be present, it is very in a smaller or negligible size. So first you note down this one, then we discuss the last cell organelle, that is a vacuole. So next cell organelles is what? The vacuoles. So as I told you that this vacuoles mostly found in a prominent or in a large shape in a plant cell, but generally it may be absent in a animal cell, or it may be found, but it is very smaller, very negligible shape or a size. Okay. So as you see that in the case of plant cell, this is in your textbook, the diagram is given plant cell. So this is your the central positions, the bag-like structures you can see here in this light yellow color. This is what? This is a vacuoles. Means it's a bag-like structures which have the centrally position in a water plant cells. Or due to this the large prominent size, it moves this nucleus towards the water periphery side. है ना, क्योंकि ये प्लांट सेल में प्रोमिनेंट लार्ज पार्ट में सेंटर पोजीशन पे होता है, तो न्यूक्लियस को सेंटर से वो थोड़ा सा पेरिफेरी साइड में और मेम्ब्रेन की साइड में सेल वॉल की तरफ जो है वो मूव कर देता है. बट इफ यू सी इन द एनिमल सेल, what is the position of nucleus at very center? Why it is? Because it in a animal cell, the cell vacuoles, this vacuoles is absent, or either it may be present, but it is in very small, minute, negligible form or size or shape. But here it is found in the prominent large shape, so it moves water nucleus towards the periphery side. So now see, they are the small in the animal cell. I told you that it is a very small size in a animal cell, or maybe absent, sometimes it's negligible in a shape and size, but it is large and prominent in a plant cell, means large prominent central position of vacuoles in a plant cell. This large bag-like structure is called vacuoles, which may occupy the 50 to 90%, means almost 50 to 90% part of the cell is occupied by what? This vacuoles. Okay, वो जैसे ना पूरा सेल का almost 50 to 90% portions is covered or occupied by this cell vacuoles. So now you can assume that what is the size of this vacuoles, कितना बड़ा है ये सेल के अंदर. Okay, vacuoles are the full of the cell shape, means whatever the liquid materials inside this cell, that is called the cell shape. Okay, उसके अंदर जो भी फ्लूइड मटेरियल्स उस बैग लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स में भरा हुआ है, that is called what? Cell shape. Okay, that is called what? Cell shape. And it provides a turbidity and a rigidity to the plant cell. Just like you see, suppose that if we are take one balloon ना, गुब्बारा लिया, गुब्बारे के अंदर आपने फुल ना पानी भर दिया, तो किस तरह से वो फूल जाता है, किस तरह से वो हार्ड और रिजिडिटी उसको मिलती है. सो सेम केस हैपन विद एक प्लास्टिक का बैग है ना, पॉलीथिन बैग है, उसको आप पानी से भर लो, सो किस तरह से वो ना फूल जाएगा. हाँ, या फिर ना कोई भी बैलून है उसमें वो पानी में भर दो, तो इट हैव वाटर, it gains some harder or rigid shape. So that is same thing happen in this cell vacuoles. सेल वैक्यूल्स के अंदर एक बैग लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स है, उसके अंदर लिक्विड फ्लूइड भरा हुआ होता है, तो वो एकदम से कैसा हो जाता है? इट बिकेम rigid and rigid, means this rigidity and rigidity is due to what? This cell shape or liquid fluid material in that in a bag. they store the it is also provide the function for the storage, means it is stored some amino acids, sugars and some organic acid. ये जो बैग लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स है ये क्या अपने अंदर कुछ स्टोर करके रखता है, अमीनो एसिड है, ऑर्गेनिक एसिड्स है ना, सुगर्स है एंड सम प्रोटीन्स आर स्टोर्ड इन दिस बैग लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स और vacuoles. But in amoeba as you know that is a unicellular organism, single cell organisms. So this vacuoles in a case of amoeba, vacuoles store the food, that's why it is called what, food vacuoles, contractile vacuoles and food vacuoles. So food vacuoles contains the food items and expel the excess of water and waste from the cell. Mean water for the amoeba, this bag like structures, vacuoles provide water, food, it contains food, and other than this it can remove or dispose the waste material from the cell. Means amoeba के body में after जो ना digestion whatever the waste material is formed, that waste material is also disposed or expelled or removed with the help of this vacuole. So this is all about what, this all about this vacuole. So everybody you note down. So there is all are the cell organelles we discuss or study in a very detail. So everybody you go through this all 6 or 7 I think 6 important cell organelles of the cell. So everybody you go through this all and notes you can note down everybody. Okay, now next the another important topic that is the cell division. So now cell division means the process or phenomena of dividing a cell. Means from single cell it forms two or many cells. Means this multiplication or dividing of a cell is called a cell division. So there are the two different methods of the cell division. One is mitosis and another is meiosis. Okay. So first you note down this, then we discuss about this cell division. Okay. So cell division means it's a process of dividing a cell. The process of cell dividing. Okay. So means when the cell is divided. So this process is called a cell division. Okay, the phenomena or a process of a cell dividing or a multiplication is called a cell division. Now the cell division is taken place by the two methods. There are the two different methods for the cell division. Mitosis. This mitosis mostly is responsible for the replacing the dead cell or for the growth of plants or animals. Means whatever the growth we observe in plants and in animals, whatever the damaged part is recovered after getting any injury. So that is due to what? That is due to the mitosis. Means the process of the cell divisions by which the most of the cells divide for the growth is called what? Mitosis. Or you can say that for the replacing the dead cells. Suppose that if any cells are die in our body, so that dead cell is replaced by this cell division method, and that method is called what? Mitosis. Means instead of that dead cell, new cell is formed by the cell division, and that method is called what? Mitosis. Okay, so that old or dead cell is replaced by this what? Mitosis. New cell is formed, growth is taken place in the animals and plant. This all taken place by this method mitosis. But the process, another method, that is a meiosis. Meiosis, it is also known as a reduction method. Why it is? Because here in this mitosis means all the organisms is formed. For example, you can see in the case of amoeba and another parameciums, birding, hydra, yeast, they divide and multiply their number. So that is one example of this cell division. Okay, so here that cell is identical, twins, बिल्कुल same to same exact carbon copy होता है. And here there will be the number of chromosomes is in a what? Diploid condition, means in a 2n condition, and this condition is called a diploid. means the chromosomes, the number of chromosomes remains same or in a 2n condition, and that condition is called diploid. But this method, this meiosis is also known as what? Reduction method. Why it is called reduction method? Because the number of chromosomes, this 2n is reduced or became a half in a n condition, and this n condition is called a haploid. Okay, so this condition is called what? A haploid, means that number of chromosomes became to half. Okay, but here the number of chromosomes remains same or in a 2n condition, that is called diploid condition. And in this meiosis, the number of chromosomes are half, because in this method first the gamete is formed. Okay, suppose that in the condition of formation of gametes in a human being, this male and the female, so it's the XY chromosomes and it's X. So here this gametes is formed, X and Y. So here this number of chromosomes became, here this 2n and here became a n. This is also n and a n. So suppose that from here the number of half chromosomes of numbers coming from the male and half number of chromosomes coming from the what? Female. So it became what? 2n. Then it's a double. But during the formation of gametes, what? The number of chromosomes reduced to half. But in this case it's not happen. Okay, यहाँ पे chromosomes के number जो है वो reduce हो जाते हैं, half हो जाते हैं, ना? So normally you know that in a human being there are how many number of chromosomes? 46. Total number of chromosomes became 46. So when the gamete is formed, means ova and sperm is formed. Okay, so that time of what? The number of chromosomes reduced to half, and after fertilization it forms what? It forms a zygote, and zygote developed into the embryo, and after that it's developed as a baby. So the total number of chromosomes is a double in the case of what? Zygote or embryo or in a baby. But before that, when the gamete is formed, the number of chromosomes is reduced half. So see now the last page number 66, last paragraph. Specific cells of the reproductive organs or the tissues in the animals and the plants divide to form gametes, which after the fertilization give rise to offspring. They divide by the different process called meiosis, which involves the two consecutive divisions. When a cell divides by the meiosis, it produces 4 new cells instead of just 2 cells. The new cells only have the half the number of chromosomes than that of the mother. When this mitosis is taking place, so suppose that in mitosis this one cell, so this cell is divided into 2 different cells. It forms 2 daughter cells. But in the case of meiosis, one cell is divided into what? Into the 4 cells. Okay, it divided this mother cell divided into the 4 different cells in the what? Meiosis. But in the mitosis is divided 2 cells, and you have the equal number of chromosomes, but here it have the half number of chromosomes. Okay, so this is all about the cell division, and here your chapter is over. If you have any problem regarding all this topic which we studied today, you can ask me, and after that we conduct, or you can say that we have one Google Meet interaction class for discussing all doubts of regarding this chapter. Okay, so I hope everybody you understood this all things very well. If you have any doubt, any problem, you can ask me. Have a nice day. Thank you.